Holy crap, man. It's getting wild out there. Bitcoin is making new highs after new highs after new highs, and altcoins are facing some big resistance. But if something happens, altcoins can break that and then they can finally catch up. And that's where the real money comes in. So let's take a look at what I have right here on my screen. It looks super fantastic today. In the meantime, like the video if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on, check out the Patreon down below for exclusive sales, influencer wallet trackers, etc. And let me know, what do you think where Bitcoin can go this cycle? I'm very curious. The opinions seem to be pretty divided. Some people say 80K, some people say 100, some people say 200, way higher. You know, in my opinion, it's quite funny that what I think is interesting, and not to make a Bitcoin price prediction in this video right now, but let me show you this right here. Let me see. That's the wrong side. So if we go look at how many new people are in crypto right now, it's surprisingly low. Okay, so if you look at this, the social metrics, so how many people subscribing to YouTube channels, watching YouTube videos, following people on Twitter, etc., it's not much. And the thing is, we are sitting at 0.2. You know, in the last bull market, when we were sitting at 0.2, you know, after that, we got that big spike, and it dragged Bitcoin all the way up from around 11K to 70K. That's what happened the last time that there was so less, like not a lot of demand from the new retail, right? What we did is with all that retail that came in, we brought Bitcoin all the way up to 70K. However, Bitcoin at this moment of recording is sitting at 58,600. And we only have to go up 18% to get back to the all-time high. Now, we are already here, almost at that all-time high, without the help of any of those retail. So if they step in, yeah, then Bitcoin can definitely fly. And, you know, this all-time high will be broken very hard. And I know that it looks super bullish. It is super bullish. I mean, look at this chart. How can you look at this chart and be like, yeah, no, Capo was right? No, it is super bullish. But keep in mind, when I look at this, I'd be like, whoa, it's going up really hard. Like, it makes me a little suspicious. Like, isn't it going up too hard, right? If we go back to the lower 50s, hey, that would be a very normal pullback, right? I always feel like, man, it's all so bullish. Be prepared, though, for pullbacks. That's what happens in the market, of course. You see that we had that huge resistance here, and we took 1 week and we broke it. And we are not really much about retesting stuff right now. But one interesting chart is something that went completely against my expectations. And that's this chart. Because, not this chart, but why is Bitcoin going up? Because new people are not stepping in, right? Yeah, BlackRock, etc. Of course, that helps. But look at this, the USDT dominance. People that were already in crypto and had their money in stables, they felt like, okay, let's deploy. And it's going down pretty hard the last couple of weeks. Now, I've drawn this white line. And I felt like this is going to be some big support, just like this yellow line right here. We took that as support from December until February, and then we broke it. And this white line, I felt like that's the biggest support, right? We have major resistance over here, over here, over here. I thought we were going to bounce right there, I'm not gonna lie. And we just we broke it. We had support for 1 week right there, and we broke it. Like, what the hell? Like, nobody cares anymore. Like, they just buy Bitcoin. It's going absolutely crazy. Now, if we do take a look at this chart on a slightly bigger picture, then we should keep in mind, hey, this won't go on forever, right? If we draw a trend line like this, and we can maybe even take it back a little. No, we can't. So, but if we take it like this, then you might be like, okay, 4.2% is big support, and we are getting there, right? We are getting there. I must say that if we break that, then the bull market is gonna blow the hell up. That's gonna be really interesting, because then, hey, how much USDT is still going in the market, man? It like a lot, like really a lot. But Bitcoin for now, it is absolutely flying. Yeah, and this is of course beautiful to see. This is beautiful to see. If we look at the last run up that we actually had. Um, yeah, then the 0.382, this is where we are right now, could be big resistance. We could wick a little bit right here and come back. But if we actually close the week above it, which is still far from now, right? But if we close above, let's say $58,000, then the next support on the Fibonacci retracement is actually 64, give or take. So, and as you can see right here, there is some resistance at 59.5, but other than that, it's basically straight up to, well, basically towards new highs. What's also really interesting, as you maybe have seen in the title or however I did that, is that Bitcoin is completely overbought. And that sounds negative, but it's super positive. If you look on a monthly and you look at the stochastic RSI, let me take it on the chart with more history. Look at this. We are completely overbought right now. Right now, what does that mean? Does it mean, hey, overbought, so we should sell? No. If we run up, look, if we run up, then Bitcoin is doing well, as you can see. But usually when we spend the time in the overbought territory, that's where we go up hardest. That was the real bull market here as well. We were really overbought when Bitcoin was $400. By the time we stopped being overbought, it was $20,000. In this area is where we really go hard, right? Well, we just got there, right? Not even a year basically. Is that since when we got here, right? Here we got there in December 2015 and we left it in, let's say, December 2017. So we spent 2 years in this overbought territory. Here, July 2019, we got out of it in, well, July 2021. 2 years, right? So if we spend 2 years being overbought, yeah, we got into it in June 2023. Makes sense. Until June, give or take, 2025. And then we start going down right here. And that's usually before Bitcoin really tops out, right? We started going down right here and Bitcoin topped out a little later. Here we start going down and Bitcoin, that's actually where Bitcoin topped out. So it look, if people say, hey, we are overbought, great. That means we go up, right? It's like that. That's how it works. So, but I thought that was quite interesting. Now, for altcoins, if we do take a look at the others chart, right? So the others chart is everything in the top 125, excluding the top 10. That's not, that's dust anyway, anything outside of that. If we look at this, then I feel like, okay, we are sitting at some major resistance right now, especially this top area of the red bar, box, whatever, is huge resistance. You see how much resistance we have here. Major support right here, major support here again, right? And now we're just getting there. Will we blast right through it, just like Bitcoin does? Hey, we could, definitely. But it could also be that we have a little pullback from here and nothing too crazy if you ask me. I think that if we have a pullback, then, well, at least like 11, 12%. But a real big pullback, which could still happen, 35% takes us back to like the major area that we never retested. And again, doesn't mean we have to do that. But hey, if we start to break this right here, then I think we could definitely see that. And it sounds crazy, like a 35% pullback in a bull market. That never happens. Yeah, that actually happens like 6 times per bull market. Like these pullbacks are insane, but it's going up so hard, like you shouldn't even care about that. So, but the altcoin market, man, if it does break out to the upside, yeah, that's interesting, because we just saw that Bitcoin just has to go up with 18% and it's back at its all-time high, right? If we look at altcoins, it has to go up 90%. So altcoins still have to double collectively to go back to their all-time high. And that's the others chart, right? Others. If you take a look at the total 3, the altcoin chart that most people look at, yeah, you know, this is not really getting there yet, but that's mostly because this includes stables, but this also includes coins that really don't move much, like XRP, BNB, Cardano, the top 10, right? These coins don't do much. Yeah, and this is only up 2x from the bottom, 2x from the bottom. Now the others chart is up 3x from the bottom, just as much as Bitcoin, slightly more. So it's quite interesting, if you ask me. I think that altcoins could do pretty well if we do take a look at some more technical analysis right here. Then yeah, if we do break out of this, then the upside is pretty huge, man. I think that altcoins collectively could have a pump of 14 up till 26%. And it doesn't sound like a lot, right? Oh, altcoins just like 20%. But again, that's the top 125. Can you imagine what the lower caps do? They will do way better. I mean, in this period right here, there were altcoins that did a 10, 20, 30x already, right? So another move, hey, could definitely give a good push to your altcoins. Unfortunately for altcoins though, the Bitcoin dominance, it is going up together with Bitcoin still, right? What we want to see if we have an alt season is when Bitcoin goes up while the dominance goes down. That would be like an insane alt season. Well, that's not what we're seeing yet. What we're now seeing is, hey, Bitcoin goes down, you know, the dominance goes down or sideways. And if Bitcoin goes up, yeah, the dominance unfortunately also goes up. So it is fact that more money is now coming into Bitcoin than altcoins. Altcoins are still lagging and running behind. But it is also a warning sign. Like, guys, look at the market. It wants to go, right? If you want to buy altcoins, I apparently, like, better to just DCA. I've been telling this for a while now. It's best to just DCA because you don't know where it is going. But apparently Bitcoin says like, yo, you guys, this is the direction. Follow me. And these altcoins be like, oh, well, yeah, you sure? Okay. And they will follow later, right? For now, Bitcoin is killing it. The dominance is heading back towards highs though. It looked quite weak to me as we had a high, we had a lower high, we had a lower high. But now we are making a, well, yeah, we're well on the way of making a higher high right now. So I don't know, man. It is just interesting to see how altcoins are still lagging behind. Ethereum as well, man. Ethereum, like, everybody's happy with Ethereum as they should, right? Ethereum, $3,300. Great. But if it wasn't for Bitcoin, and the lagging that Ethereum has compared to Bitcoin, Ethereum would have been way higher already because Bitcoin is going up, but Ethereum on its Bitcoin pair, it is going down. Since December 2021 already, right? Ethereum is a bleeder, right? And it looked like it wanted to break out. And again, it was like, nope. When is Ethereum finally going to catch up? Well, the narrative is there, right? We're getting an Ethereum ETF, very probably. And I think that that's going to be it. So if you want to stack up on Ethereum, if you have Bitcoin, it is now quite cheap, right? There are people saying it will go all the way back down here. Look, this is my lowest level that it could go to, around 0.03 or 4 Bitcoin. But, you know, lower than that, I don't really see it go. Actually, it's been bleeding, but it's finally showing some strength right now. And that's what we want if we want to see altcoins go up. Now, BNB is ripping as well. A lot of people were fading BNB, and that's so beautiful. I hope you remember this for the next bull market. BNB was going down. There was a lot of Binance FUD. And people were like, sell your BNB. And they sold it right here or whatever. And now it's twice as high. BNB is the gas token of one of the biggest chains out there. It's such an easy play. It's a safe and steady play, right? It's one of the blue chips, basically. So, BNB is not going anywhere. Even if Binance wouldn't be there, BNB would not go anywhere. Right now, this is good because a lot of altcoins, especially a lot of shit coins, are paired with BNB. So if BNB does well, the whole altcoin market does well. Now, again, also BNB has a long way to go up before it reaches its all-time high, let alone go above it. I think BNB could easily be $1,000 this bull market. If you look at BNB on its Bitcoin pair, then you will see that it's down pretty hard, right? So if BNB just goes up again on its Bitcoin pair, it's already a 3x. And that's if Bitcoin stays where it is right now. Well, I expect that Bitcoin will be higher than where it is right now. So BNB, I kind of like it though, to be honest. For the rest, altcoin market isn't really doing much. Yeah, newer tokens, you know, all over the place. Iconex, by the way, crazy how that candle is candling right there. Other than that, yeah, we have Octavia, which is doing beautiful. We have a lot of projects which are doing great, but you know, overall the altcoin market is not doing much. Shout out to Superverse though, $1 and what was it? 43 cents. What the fuck? This is going absolutely berserk, man. Yeah, this is going absolutely crazy. Other than that, we don't see any big things going on with the altcoin market yet. But there is a new token, which I like a lot. This is Vendetta Games, and as you know, I love gaming, and I'm gonna participate in this IDO. They have their IDO on Bullperks and a couple of other launch pads, but I think that with Bullperks, it's the best play because Bullperks is very micro cap for a launch pad. Let me follow these guys, by the way. And they have a quite high raise, $200,000. So you might have a pretty decent allocation if you do it for Bullperks. Now, Vendetta Games, I know a couple of big, you know, projects and people that were already talking about it and were raising money in their seed sale, etc. And this might actually be one to keep your eyes out on. So it's like, you know, I'm not much of a gamer, but if I look at this, I think about Red Dead Redemption, right? It looks pretty freaking fantastic. And I think that this could actually do very well. Do check it out. I will make a full video about this project as well. Because I really think that this deserves the attention, but they will have their IDO, like I said, on Bullperks, but also on GameFi, Gate Startup, TrustSwap, Peak DeFi. Again, in my opinion, Bullperks is the best play you can go with. Token is 15 cents. Now, in this market, you want, like I keep on telling this, man, you want to look at new projects, okay? If you are living somewhere in the United States or wherever, come move to the Netherlands. If you don't feel like doing that, you can not participate in these IDOs. Sucks. Look at Web3 Whales in that case. That's my project. There is a link down below. We invest for you, basically, and you can claim the money that we make from it. So very simple. So that's a sneaky way around it, basically. It's beautiful how life works, man. But Vendetta Games, yeah, you know, we have now Portal coming out tomorrow, I think. I'm very curious, right? But we had Mafia, we had Pixels. There are so many good gamified projects that are releasing right now in a healthy market around the halving with still a bull market ahead of us. Look, these games, you don't know, man. Aether games, for example, a lot of hype as well. I think it could do very well. So don't fade new projects, guys. Really don't do that. They're raising a total of $2.4 million, which is quite nice. People always feel like, yeah, what does it matter? Well, they need that money to work on a product, mostly, but also to do marketing, add liquidity, go do exchange listings, etc. So if you ask me, the more raised, the better. The initial market cap is 450K. 450K. That's low. That's like really low. If you look at the crypto gaming market, if we go to categories and we go to gaming, if you look what's around 450K, that's far down the list. right? This is already 3x from where it's sitting. So you're really getting around this level. Now look at this and tell me that there are a lot of games right here which are super great and that you definitely know about. The failed ones, right? This is shit, right? Maybe there are some gems in here, but 450k in my opinion is way too low for such a project. So the more you can invest, in my opinion, the better. Not financial advice, don't sue me, blah, blah, blah. You know how it works. I think that this is really an interesting one. A little gameplay sneak peek of how it looks like. Twitter always has to render to get that good quality, but the quality is obviously way better than how you see it on screen right now. But this already looks quite fantastic, right? It's not action in the game, but it's actual in-game footage. And this is something that I feel like, yeah, if this goes on PlayStation, I would probably play it. Right, so this is what we want in crypto. I don't know, man. I love it, man. I love it. So I'm very curious to see how that game is going to, how it's going to look like eventually and get the details on that more. I love Vendetta, man. So that's definitely what I'm looking at. And there is one other project as well, which I recently tweeted about. That one is already out there now. So don't get it twisted. It's not to pump my bags with the 1500 views that I get on this channel or anything. But a project that I do really like is Metahorse Unity. I made a small thread on this one, mainly why crypto gaming is going to be big, but also how the potential is for this project. Now, this is a horse racing game, but you first have to catch a freaking horse, which I think is really cool. This looks like that Dragon Ball Z Kakarot kind of game, actually, a little bit, don't you think? Why I like this so much is because gaming is an easy play. If you don't invest in gaming, then what the fuck are you doing with your money, right? But also, gambling is a very easy play because it seems to be pretty addictive. So if you combine that together with crypto, yeah, then you get a pretty good narrative. Now, in the last bull market, it was already very popular. If you look at Derace, for example, which is actually in some cases pretty similar, it was sitting in a market cap. You can see it how I did this, but it was sitting at a $240 million market cap. 240 million. Like, okay, that was quite high. But back then, the games weren't even as good as they are right now. Now, Metahorse Unity is sitting at a $1.7 million market cap. Like, can you imagine investing in Derace at a $1.7 million market cap and riding it all the way up to 250? Right? I don't see why this cannot pull off exactly the same. But what's also interesting is they have an airdrop going on right now. So if you go to my Twitter at Fomotion1, I have the link to their let me check. Yeah, to their OpenSea right here. You can get an NFT, and NFT holders get an airdrop of their token. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. Also, you can stake partner tokens such as ETH on staking.metahorse Unity until the 10th of March. And you will also be eligible for an airdrop. Free advice, if you don't like it, don't like it, whatever. But airdrops, hey, always good, right? And gaming, betting, always good. Low caps, always good. I love it. I think this could be a killer, man. This could be a killer, actually. So it just looks so much better than what things used to look like. All in all, the market looks really solid. We catch Bitcoin on screen, $59,000. Freaking insane, man. Freaking insane. Now, very quick. A lot of people, they always say like, I don't know, man. Altcoins not really doing it yet. And usually, when we see in real alt season, is when Bitcoin surpasses its all-time high. If you look, for example, here, Bitcoin had an all-time high right here in December 2017 was 20K. Now we surpassed that in around November, December 2020, right? So end of 2020. What happened end of 2020, which was here? This is where altcoins really broke out and went parabolic, right? In the bull market before that, exact same thing. So I honestly think that we should have a little more patience when it comes to altcoins. Look, I mean, they're slowly grinding up, and every time I refresh my portfolio, there's a little bit more money in it. But again, it's nothing yet. Nothing, okay? I remember the previous, this is my fourth bull market. No, not really. I was there since 2013, but I just bought and sold a Bitcoin. So, okay, this is my third bull market. And what I really, really noticed is that in bull markets, it gets unrealistic, scary. You don't know what the fuck is going on right there. You have your portfolio, 10K, week later, 20K, week later, 30K, week later, 15K, week later, 40K. Like, it's going crazy, but it's going up hard, right? Also with big dips, but it's going up hard. That's not really what we're seeing right now yet. Not really, right? Again, we have seen the altcoin market do a nice 3x. Yeah, okay, great. That happens weekly in a bull market, right? It now took us from December 2022, took us 1.5 years almost. So the bull market, the alt season, is it here? Bull market. Hey, if this is not a bull market, then what the hell is this? But is it an alt season? No, of course not. It's far from an alt season. We haven't seen an alt season in a very, very, very long time. Last time we saw an alt season was in April 2021. Okay, it's now 2024. Hey, it could definitely be. Well, it started end of 2020 actually. In my opinion, I won't be surprised if it takes like at least not the first half of this year. But that's good. If you don't need to buy something very urgent now, then okay, cool. Invest and buy it at the end of the year. You have a good opportunity then. I want to wrap it up right here. But again, let me know in the comments, what do you think that Bitcoin is going this cycle? In my honest opinion, I will make another price prediction for Bitcoin. But if I look at this chart right here, this is a pretty decent parallel channel that Bitcoin has been moving in since 2013 already. So if it just keeps on doing for 1.5 years, like it's been doing for the last 11 years, yeah, in a bull market, we always, at least, like here we went to the upper band, here we went over it, and here we went below it. But the average is against that upper band. At the end of 2025, that upper band is sitting at $1.2 million. Right? Is that a lot? Yeah, that's a lot. It is what happened before, right? But even if we go to the mid band and we never went that low, okay, keep that in mind, then Bitcoin will be sitting at $340,000. If you feel like, man, even that's unrealistic, like, okay, we're already getting pretty bearish compared to what we did all the other times, right? But okay, still fair enough. If we really go way below it, yeah, 200K, like my predictions aren't that bearish at all. And that's more than just based on this right here. But this is a very simple chart you can use, right? It just goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Oh, wait, $1 million? What? We'll find out. In my opinion, I think around 300K is definitely something we can expect. You know, retail isn't in yet. BlackRock and all these, they haven't stopped buying yet by far. The Bitcoin halving is coming again. Money will be printed. There is a lot more money out there. The USDT dominance could go down a lot more. There are so many reasons why Bitcoin can go up way higher than what it is right now. So we'll find out. I want to wrap it up right here. But we have a giveaway still from the last video. In one of the last videos, I asked like, hey, which coin in this list is going to perform best in the bull market, and give me a good reason and the best answer. They will get $100. I like to do some giveaways occasionally on the channel for the people that just stick around and watch the actual videos. I love people that are doing that. And I've seen so many great answers, and it is really hard to pick out of that. I just saw one answer that I really liked and that I personally also agree with. I wanted to pick at first the people that said ChainGPT as well, because it's a launchpad narrative and low cap. But let's be honest, ChainGPT at the moment, can we still call it low cap? I mean, it is sitting at a $130 million market cap. Although it might be one of the big winners, though. It's not about being right or wrong, but it's just about the reasoning behind it, to be honest. But I must say I agree with a lot of people that call for ChainGPT, definitely. But there's also somebody, let me find where that is actually. Fucking hell, where are you? Apparently that person deleted this comment, so fucked up. In that case, I have to go indeed with ChainGPT. And I think that this is the best explanation out there. I think it would be ChainGPT to make the most profits. Not only do you get staking rewards by locking it up, it also drives the price up for the token. And to add something to that, it allows you to participate in the upcoming launches from AI to gaming to infrastructure, etc. It's like a no-brainer for me to invest in. And definitely, ChainGPT is like, the token might not do 100x from here. It could, but I don't think so. But the projects that you can invest in, they will, probably, right? So all in all, ChainGPT is, I think, one of the projects that still, you know, has potential to make people pretty wealthy. So every day, come on, send me an email. My email is in the description. Send me proof that this is your account and you win $100. Thanks for everybody that gave an answer. I will do more giveaways on the channel. I want everybody in this channel to win $100. But there are 29,000 people, so that's gonna be pretty expensive. But we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Guys, thanks for watching. Please like the video if you haven't done already, and I'll see you tomorrow.